Yeah, hi there. These comments are for 7850, and I am Michael, the founder, owner, and the materials writer for all of your lessons at the 7-step system to pass the TOEFL IBT. And you completed one of my independent writing practice tests on my website. Let's take a look. So it says, some students prefer to attend a small university, others prefer to attend a big university. Discuss the advantages of each, then indicate which type of university you prefer. Use specific reasons and details to support your answer. The problem here, the introduction's okay. You have here some students want to attend a small college, others want to go to a big university. As far as I'm concerned, I prefer to attend a large university. So if in this paragraph you talk about why students want to go to small colleges, and then if here you talk about what other people think students want to go to a large university, and then you get to your opinion here, you have been exactly on task, but that's not what you did. So in every paragraph you focused on your opinion. You did not follow the instructions here. The instructions, because it says at the top here, discuss the advantages of each, that's where you run into trouble. Now what does that mean? If I look in the 3 range, it says addresses a topic and task. You did not do that. So you did not directly or exactly address what the topic is, but you do have a lot of good ideas in there, but because you did not really organize your writing around the writing prompt, I'm going to score you below the 3 range. So I'm going to put you 275 out of 5, or 18 points out of 30 on this particular practice test. Right? We'll say 18 points out of 30, or if we go to the to give you a grade here, I know you're one of my students also at California State University, San Bernardino, so that's going to put you at 73. So the main thing here that you want to get is you want to make sure that you can understand how to answer the actual prompt based on the directions. Now remember that you want to be a graduate student, and the graduate writing assignments, I'm telling you, they will be a lot more complicated than this. This is a very simplistic, a very basic writing prompt, and unfortunately, you did not follow the instructions. So we have this. Okay, in your paragraph here, when you move to your body paragraph, you say, firstly, the size of the university affects the quality of the teacher. But it's not clear, in this case, you're not really discussing the advantages of each, right? So this paragraph doesn't really connect to the purpose. So I'm going to go ahead and delete this. And this is what I'm going to put instead. So notice here, my topic sentence is more connected to discussing advantages. So I say, firstly, some students prefer smaller colleges since there may be a friendlier environment. For instance, Cal Baptist College in Riverside has an enrollment of only 5,000 students, and my friend Tomas, who attends that school, enjoys the friendly atmosphere there. Most of his classes are between 10 to 15 students, who is comfortable talking to his professors and other students in his classes since everyone seems to be so nice. In addition, he has also been able to make several friends in the chemistry, skiing, and business clubs on campus because he knows how friendly everyone is. Tomas had attended a larger school before, and he did not get the same kind of warm, friendly reception that he finds at his new school. So here, the way that I frame this, it's very clear I'm talking about the advantages of smaller schools. Okay, you say here the learning environment and teaching equipment of that big university are better than the smaller university, right? But it's not clear that you're discussing the advantages from someone else's point of view. It sounds like you're making the argument, so we also need to make some changes with this particular paragraph. Okay, so now we're into your third body paragraph, or actually it's the third paragraph, the second body paragraph. And notice how in this one I said some students prefer smaller colleges. Here I say other students like the learning and teaching environment, or the learning environment and teaching equipment of the big university. Right? So this also shows the way that I'm framing these topic sentences that we are accomplishing this part of the writing task, which is to discuss the advantages of each. So we're trying to organize what you're doing around the writing prompt a little bit more. Okay, let's say, and we need to get a little more specific here, so we might say, Ohio State University, which boasts an enrollment, let's say 50,000 plus students, have access to 12 libraries on campus. And what we're doing here, we need to get a little more specific in the details we're giving, right? That's what I'm trying to show you here. I'd say taking you could say also, in addition, since each library several reference librarians, these aspiring writers can get help when they I think we have it here. So with you, when you get into the middle of the paragraph, you want to get a little more specific in the details that you're giving, which you're not really doing, and your writing, as I said, wasn't really organized around the writing prompt. Okay, so let's take a look at this one. So we have, secondly, other students like the learning environment. And I'm going to get rid of the teaching one here because we don't really illustrate that in the paragraph. But we talk about learning. So we have other students like the learning environment of the big university. Students studying at Ohio State University, which boasts an enrollment of 50,000 plus students, have access to 12 libraries on campus. Therefore, students taking first year and upper division composition and other courses involving writing and research will be able to conduct their research by accessing the large databases or articles and scholarly journals needed for these researchers to complete their projects. Since each library has several referent librarians, these aspiring writers can get help when they are unsure of which database will yield the best results for the research. Be able to learn Okay, then we get to this paragraph, and we don't even need this paragraph here because this is when you take your position. You have large university, extracurricular activities are better than smaller universities. The large universities can offer more types of activities. Instead of activities, see, you said extracurricular activities already, so intramural sports, such as soccer, baseball, and football. So what you want to do is, the beginning of the paragraph where you say extracurricular activities, you said that's a general idea. Once you get to the next part of the paragraph, you want to get more specific. That's why I'm saying the large, or maybe say large universities I wouldn't say can offer, just say offer. Offer more types of intramural sports such as soccer, baseball, and football. You might say thus. May not I think we're good here. You might say this too. I prefer large universities. Maybe you have because. You can say their extracurricular activities are better than smaller universities, something like that. If you do that, now you've differentiated the tone. The tone is very different from paragraph 2, 3, and then finally 4, because in paragraph 2 you're talking about why some people like small universities. In the next paragraph, why other people like large universities, but now you're getting to your opinion. I prefer large universities because their extracurricular activities are better than smaller universities. Maybe activity options, maybe. Large universities, you might say, for example, offer more types of intramural sports such as soccer, baseball, and football. Thus, students interested in sports will have the option to compete with other teams on campus. You might say, in addition, larger schools I'm going to say, since they have enrollments of 20,000 plus students, offer clubs such as, we might say, math, we can say skiing, math, skiing, maybe hiking, chemistry, and so on. Give another specific idea here. Yeah, instead of focusing on comparing and contrasting here, you might say this. Which is giving me on campus. Let's take a look at it one more time. So remember that your essay was 2.5 out of 5, 18 points out of 30. And I basically rewrote it. I showed you how you can reframe your essays so that it more directly addresses the writing task. Let's read through the essay one more time, and then we'll be done for today. So for you, the main thing you want to get out of watching this video is for you. Make sure your essay directly addresses the writing task, and you need to be much more specific when you get into the middle of your body paragraphs, and that's going to help strengthen your writing. So you want to be as specific as you can. That's why in these paragraphs I mentioned things like Cal Baptist College, I talked about Ohio State University, and I even gave the example of California State University, San Bernardino. Right, so here we go. If you're a senior in high school selecting a college, you want to be aware of the advantages and disadvantages of your size school. If your goal is to come to the university, then it is time to make a list of colleges or universities that interest you. Some students want to attend a small college, others want to go to a big university. As far as I am concerned, I prefer to attend a large university. Firstly, some students prefer smaller colleges since there may be a friendlier environment. For instance, Cal Baptist College in Riverside has an enrollment of only 5,000 students, and my friend Tomas, who attends that school, enjoys the friendly atmosphere there. Most of his classes are between 10 to 15 students, so he is comfortable talking to his professors and other students in his classes since everyone seems to be so nice. In addition, he has also been able to make several friends in the chemistry, skiing, and business clubs on campus because he enjoys how friendly everyone is. Tomas had attended a larger school before, and he did not get the same kind of warm, friendly reception that he finds at his new school. Secondly, other students like the learning environment of the big university. Students studying at Ohio State University, which boasts an enrollment of 50,000 plus students, have access to 12 libraries on campus. Therefore, students taking first year and upper division composition and other courses involving writing and research will be able to conduct their research by accessing the large databases or articles, the large databases of articles and scholarly journals needed for these researchers to complete their projects. Since each library has several referent librarians, these aspiring writers can get help when they are unsure of which database will yield the best results for the research. Therefore, these students will be able to learn how to find the sources that they need in order to write their papers. So in the last paragraph here, this is when we have our conclusion. And this is when we use the more personal, argumentative tone that reflects our own position. Thirdly, I prefer large universities because their extracurricular activity options are better than smaller universities. Large universities, for example, offer more types of intramural sports such as soccer, baseball, and football. Thus, students interested in sports will have the option to compete on a team with other teams on campus. In addition, larger schools, since they have enrollments of 20,000 plus students, offer clubs such as math, skiing, hiking, chemistry, and so on. In fact, I am attending California State University, San Bernardino right now, and I joined the Chinese club on campus, which is giving me a lot of social interaction with students and professors. Maybe we don't have to say this here because we've already said it. Therefore, I would definitely choose a larger school after I finish my studies. So this one, the rewritten version of your essay, it will score 5.5 out of 5 or 30 points out of 30 because it has directly addressed the writing task, and it is very specific in the examples in each of those body paragraphs, and the writer generally has very strong either grammar, vocabulary, punctuation, and so on. The rewritten version it's about 445 words.